This is the fifth lesson of Process Grid Component Training. And in this lesson, we're going to use a data query to validate a bin to be used in the last lesson of this series. I'm logged into the project Process Grid Component Training 1. And in this lesson, we're going to create a data query. We're going to call this Lesson 5. He's receiving. And we're going to name this lesson Validation for Bin. We need this, you'll see in the final lesson, to finish out our transactional grid. And we have a search for the bin, and now this is going to validate that the bin exists. This is probably one of the simplest components you can create. All we really have to do is create a search or a data query. Now, I'm going to pick the WV again for IMV bin. And I could bring back as many fields as I want. Every field I bring back could be used somewhere else in the query or in constructing some of our logic. But in this case, I really don't need anything other than maybe say the primary keys. I just need something to bring back for validation. In this case, I need the item, location, and the bin number because I'm going to completely validate against key. And that's why I brought all three fields back on key. Again, it's very easy to know what those are. If you're doing a validation query against a table, the primary keys are all marked here with a little key symbol. So anytime you want to do a validation, it is so easy to understand what to do. Select those fields. Select those same key fields again as filters. And for performance, again, I would suggest that you make those single values. It's just a better query. It'll run just a little bit faster. You could use a range. And that's pretty much the end of this lesson because you can't do a preview on this type of a query. You need to test it when you use it in the next lesson. And that's the end of this lesson. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video tutorial. And I encourage you to move on to the next video tutorial in this series.